Russians bombarded Kherson again with incendiary munitions, as can be seen on these videos. This is the part where these munitions were seen. Russians are trying to burn Kherson to the ground, but it's not gonna work because, unlike some other frontline cities, Kherson still has a very active and effective fire department. These fires caused by the incendiary munitions, they will be put out as fast as possible. This is Donetsk Oblast, this is the Donetsk city, and here we see the settlement of Vodiane. It is a frontline settlement. On these photos we can see 7 Russian BMP-1s destroyed by Ukrainian artillery. Some people don't believe Russia still uses BMP-1s when they have BMP-2s and BMP-3s, but the truth is BMP-2s and 3s are newer. Russia doesn't have that many of them, so they use BMP-1s, which are not hard to destroy at all. They cram them with troops, all the troops would like to ride on top of them, and they send them to the front. If they get destroyed, who cares? Russians have so many BMP-1s. That's exactly the reason why they use BMP-1s. Over a very long time, my friends, today we have a sponsor. Let's go. Are you still using a big, bulky wallet that ruins your jeans? I was also, until I found Extra. I like practical and minimalistic things, so Extra wallet is perfect for me. Here are the 2 main reasons why I use the Extra wallet. It is super slim, taking up no space at all in my pocket and still holding up to 12 cards plus cash. I have my car keys, home keys and earphones in my pocket, so there is no room for a bulky wallet, so the Extra wallet is perfect for me. The Extra wallet has quick card access. Like that. When I'm paying for my groceries, I feel the line waiting for me, so I want to be able to access my cards extra fast. If you want to, you can add a slim tracker card to your wallet, which connects to an app in your phone, so you will never lose track of your Extra wallet. This tracker card is solar powered, so 2 hours in the sun equals 3 months of charge. It also looks cool. I am using these 2 Extra wallets. This one is an 18-karat gold Extra wallet and this one is a blue aluminium wallet. Go and get yourself a classy, slim Extra wallet and get up to 40% off from your Extra wallet with the New Year's sale, using the link in the description below or using the code Artur. USA will probably announce the next military aid package to Ukraine by the end of this week. And it supposedly will be the biggest aid package yet. And it supposedly will include GLSDB, or ground-launched small diameter bombs. Yeah, it's a weird and long and clunky name, but it's a crazy thing. We're gonna watch a video about it. There are long-range missiles with a range of 150 kilometers. So these would be the longest ranged weapon the United States gives to Ukraine as of yet. But wait, that's not it. There also supposedly will be Striker armored vehicles. Striker, is that the one from Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, from that one mission where you had to laser tag the house and they shot up the house and you went in? You know what I'm talking about, right? The bigger question is about the missile, actually. What is a GLSBD? There we go, we're on the website. First of all, it's made by Saab, the Swedish company, which is weird because the first car I ever owned was Saab. It was a nice car. I liked it. They don't make cars anymore, not that I know of, but they still do make killer weapons. And one of them is this ground-launched small diameter bomb. It will be given to Ukraine, I hope so. Delivering overmatch capability for modern battlefield. Our ground-launched small diameter bomb is a long-range precision munition that meets the evolving needs of armed forces. 360-degree target engagement. It doesn't behave like artillery like that. It can move around on its own and find the target. Highly accurate over long ranges. Yes, if I looked it up, I saw it's an accuracy of 1 meter. So basically it doesn't miss. Defeats hardened and soft skin assets. Well, humans are soft skin assets. Truck is a soft skin asset. Tank is a hardened asset. Well, it's an anti-tank weapon if necessary, or an anti-personnel weapon if necessary. It can do everything, basically. Oh hell, they have another video that was shared by Special Kherson Cat. Let's watch this one also. The animations look amazing, the CGI look amazing, but CGI always looks amazing. I have high hopes for this weapon, especially for the range of 150 kilometers. I do hope this weapon will be delivered in the next aid package. And if it will be, I'm quite sure Russians will be smoking carelessly much further away now than they were before. Now they can be smoking carelessly 150 kilometers from the front. Canadian Minister of National Defense Anita Anand made a surprise visit to Ukraine, Kiev.
Today I am happy to confirm that Canada will donate another 200 Rochelle Senator armored personnel carriers to the armed forces of Ukraine, valued at over 90 million Canadian dollars. Let me tell you a little bit about what these senators can do. The Senator APCs are security task vehicles, and I have heard repeatedly that Ukrainian troops appreciate their maneuverability and their adaptability. The vehicles offer state-of-the-art, best-in-class technology, and weapons can easily be mounted on them.
It is great that Canada will give 200 armored personnel carriers to Ukraine, but it will also bring a bunch of issues with it. If you get more different tech, more different armored personnel carriers, you will need different factories to repair them. You cannot have one mechanic repairing Canadian armored personnel carriers and M113s. They're different platforms, they need different mechanics, different workshops. I talked about this with Jesse Alexander from the Great War.
And you have to stock that factory with the right spare parts. And you have to train the Polish mechanics to work on them, which costs time and money. And you need to get that tank from the place where it breaks down or is knocked out in eastern or southern Ukraine on a train and get it back to Poland to be repaired.
If you want to see the discussion, it's on my podcast channel. Links in the description below. In this video, we can see a bunch of Ukrainian improvised drones. These are built by hand, and these are real troublemakers. We're all used to seeing these drone grenade drop videos, and I used to make a bunch of them, and I can't make them anymore. I cannot show these videos anymore, unfortunately. But this is like a behind the scenes here. Someone actually make these drones, tests these drones, and sends them to battle before they start knocking Russian soldiers out cold. After months of discussions, the Biden administration is finally starting to concede that Kiev needs long-range weapons to strike Russia on Crimea, even if such a move increases the risk of escalating the war. And this is according to several United States officials. This is good news. It is weird to see Russia doing all of these horrible things to Ukrainian civilians and the Western powers afraid of escalating the war, not giving stuff to Ukraine, not giving weapons systems to Ukraine that Ukraine desperately needs to defend themselves. Escalate the war. Give them the weapon systems. That's what I say. My friends, I now have a very special video for you. This video shows us how Ukrainians are able to listen to Russian comms. So we have a drone flying. Always traditionally a Russian ally, going back to First World War. Now the war in Ukraine is going on and Serbia is very slowly stepping away from Russia. Ties between Serbia and Russia are weakening. Serbian president says, for us, Crimea is Ukraine and Donbas is Ukraine and it would remain so. This will condemn the war, and if you're a Russian ally and you say this and you condemn the war, it sends a clear message to Russia. Nobody wants to deal with Russia anymore, even their former allies. Serbian president is not happy with the Russian activities in Serbia, especially Wagner Group trying to recruit Serbians to fight in Ukraine. Wagner Group run a whole advertisement campaign in Serbia for recruiting Serbians. Russia for Serbia has only been a political ally. They don't give anything else. I mean, look at this trade sheet. Russia makes up a very small percentage of Serbian foreign trade. The biggest single entity is the EU, actually. In this video, we see the downing of the Russian Lancet kamikaze drone by the 28th Mechanized Brigade, and they're using the rifles. No anti-air cannons, no Stinger missiles, no Patriot systems, just a good old iron sight. If the flying object is close enough and flies slow enough, you can shoot it down, but actually shooting down drones is incredibly difficult with handguns, unless they are close and slow. For example, it is possible to shoot down the Iranian kamikaze drones, but you need a lot of luck, a lot of ammunition, and you're never guaranteed to hit. And now we have a video of Prigozhin, and in this video we see how he demonstrates that he is almost the second most powerful man in Russia.
You have received this booklet, which you went through. Earlier, I told you that I needed your criminal talents to kill the enemy in the war. Those criminal talents are not needed now. Try to remember very well that there is no need to return to a prison camp. You do not need to be convicted and imprisoned to return to war. Those who wish to come back, we will wait for you. The ones who wish to get married, to get baptized or study, go ahead with my blessing.
Prigozhin is sending these prisoners home because they supposedly fulfilled 6 months on the front lines, or even less. Well, Prigozhin is demonstrating his power to forgive prisoners' sins. The thing is, in Russia, it is not by law. By law, you cannot free prisoners if they have been fighting for you for 6 months. You have to send them back to prison. Prigozhin is above the law. Second of all, this video must be fake of some kind because, according to Prigozhin's terms, you have to spend 6 months on the front to be freed. These men were freed and none of them were losing hands or legs. If you're a prisoner, you don't come back from Ukraine. That has been the statistic. If these men are walking around, they're either not prisoners, they're not really freed, it's a propaganda stunt, they haven't made to the front even yet, and immediately if this video is over, they're all put back to the bus and driven to the front. If you're a prisoner and you survive the front and you get to be freed, then usually you have lost a leg or an arm. That's the only way you get away from the front. And my friends, now we will watch a video. What is Striker? Supposedly US will give strikers to Ukraine, and I'm really interested because I actually played Call of Duty when I was a kid and there was Striker. Let's really see what this armored personnel carrier is all about.
The U.S. Army's Striker is an attempt to find a workable balance between power and mobility. It's a vehicle system that's built to be as deadly as a tank, and yet mobile enough to be deployed anywhere in the world within 96 hours. The Striker was developed by a consortium of companies led by General Dynamics Land Systems and General Motors Defense. From the ground up, it represents a complete redesign of an earlier General Dynamics project, the LAV or Light Armored Vehicle. The Striker project will produce a family of similar but specialized vehicles, all of which share parts, technologies and a basic structure. This array of vehicles will eventually cover all of the mission objectives the Army faces. Because the Striker variants are so closely related, all of the vehicles can share repair parts, including tires.
Yeah, I've seen Strikers with 105mm main gun. It's almost like a tank, or like the French light tank. With a main gun, and I've seen Strikers which have anti-air systems mounted on top of them, so these Strikers can be anything. That's the beauty of them, I guess.
Armor and navigation systems. They require fewer specialized technicians and parts, so they require less space on a transport plane than comparable vehicles. In theory, one type of Striker could even be transformed into another in a relatively short period of time. This makes the Army far more adaptable and provides military planners with a full range of choices even late in the decision cycle. It ensures that the evolving needs of a particular battle can be met quickly and efficiently. The infantry carrier vehicle is built both for troop transport and as an offensive force in itself. In addition,
the infantry type would be sent to Ukraine. That is what they need the most, I guess, for offensive operations, obviously.
In addition to the driver and commander, an ICV carries 9 infantry soldiers. For weaponry, the ICV features a Königsberg gun turret, which is operated via remote control from inside the vehicle. The gun turret can be equipped with a .50 caliber heavy machine gun. The mobile gun system delivers true tank-like firepower in a small and maneuverable package. In fact, the MGS is fitted with a 105mm cannon, the same gun barrel found on the original M1 Abrams tank.
So we're not going to watch the rest. I'm pretty sure they will send the infantry type to Ukraine. I apologize for the sound. My neighbors are making construction right now. Cannot do anything about it. My friends, thank you for watching this video. And if you liked the video, please subscribe to this channel and become a Patreon. The link is in the description below. The best way to support the channel. And until my next video, Slava Ukraini!